guys, welcome to KK Java Tutorials. In this video tutorial, we will learn how to create a Spring Boot application using Gradle as a build automation tool. Yeah. So here I'm going to show you first approach. In next video, we'll see second approach. So first approach, I'm going to show you. Just you have to go on the start.spring.io. This is called a Spring Boot initializer. Right? It's a based GUI. Right? So make sure that you have internet connection before accessing this URL. Yeah. So once you go to a Spring initializer, then here first of all in here you can say there is a project. In the project section you have a two build automation tool. First is a Maven, which is by default selected. So here I'm going to show you how to create a Spring Boot application using Gradle. So just select Gradle, and in language make sure that you have selected Java, because we are going to create a Java project, right? If you want to create a Kotlin or Groovy, then you can select any of one, right? But here we are going to create a Java project, right? Now version 2.3.2 is latest and stable version that I'll keep as it is, and here I'm going to specify group ID as com.kkjava tutorials. Yeah, this is the package name I'm going to specify. So package name is nothing but say a domain name in reverse order. Let's say your website name is kkjavatutorials.com, then reverse order is com.kkjavatutorials, right? Now project here artifact is nothing but this a kind of project name. So here I'm going to specify as a Spring Boot REST app. Yeah. Now here you can keep the description as it is, or if you want to edit this description you can. A Spring Boot RESTful app with Gradle. Yeah, sorry. And that's it. And after providing this information, you need to add your dependency, right? So here, just sake for simplicity, I'm going to add only one dependency, that is called Wave. Once I click over here, then here you can see explanation, build Wave including RESTful application using Spring MB. Yeah? And this will provide you the embedded Tomcat, right? Embedded Tomcat server if you choose a Spring Wave as a dependency. Apart from that, you may search a lot of dependencies like JPA, Actuator, DevTools and all. That I'm not going to add in this video. Yeah, and afterwards you have to click on this generate. Yeah, so once you click on the generate, then zip file will be downloaded, and this is your created project. So just right click on this project and click on extract here, extract all. So I'm going to extract this project. Yeah, this will take few seconds. That depends on your computer speed as well, right? So this is my project, and this, you can see here Gradle related files are there, right? Build.gradle, it's a very important file. It's a basically it's a scripting file, right? Gradle scripting file. So it is showing that source compatibility 11, but Java 11 is not installed on my machine. So just I'm going to specify source compatibility 8. Yeah. So once you extract it, then what we have to do, just copy this project. I would like to import this project in my Eclipse. So I will go to my workspace. Just I'm going to paste it over here, and let's import in the Eclipse. So right click over here, go to the import and select Gradle existing Gradle project. Select, then click on the next. Click on the next. Make sure that you have specified your Gradle home, user home, and Java installation directory and local installation directory. That already I had covered in the previous video tutorial. Yeah. Now click on the one second. Go to the back. I need to browse the project first of all. So here I'm going to browse this project, Spring Boot REST app, which just we have copied, and click on the next. Click on the next and finish. Yeah. So this will take few seconds to import in your Eclipse, and this is the project, right? So here you can see JDK Java 8 is pointing over here, JRE system library. And if I expand this one, this guy is called a Spring Boot class, guys. This is the starting point of your Spring Boot application. Now here, just seek for simplicity, whether this project is working perfectly fine or not, I'm going to create a class and I'll keep the package name .controller. And here I'm going to create a controller class. I'd say my controller, right? REST controller basically I'm going to create. And this class I'm going to annotate as, REST controller. Yeah. So this class has been marked as a REST controller. Now I'm going to create one API, get API, like public return type would be a string. And let's say method name doesn't matter, but give the meaningful one. And this guy is just going to return a simple string. Let's say, I would say, welcome to KK Java tutorials. Yeah, simple message. And this method is I'm going to add, annotate as get a mapping. And if you want, optionally, it's not mandatory, but optionally you can specify a lot of attributes. I'm not going to talk about each and every attribute, but just I'm going to specify path. If you do not specify path, then what will happen? This will take the project root path. Let's say welcome. So here path you can give anything, slash, welcome, hello, whatever you want to give, right? So now I'm going to start this application. So just right click on your project and run as Java application simply. So this is our bootstrapping class. This is the starting point of our application. As I discussed earlier, if you select dependency as a Spring Wave, if you are using a Spring Boot, then Tomcat will be embedded in the application itself. So here you can see Tomcat has started 8080 port. If I go to the browser and if I type localhost 8080/welcome, right, then you see this message is coming from the REST API. Yeah. So guys, that's the way to create a Spring Boot RESTful application, or any Spring Boot application using Gradle as build automation tool. And this is our build script. Here you can see inside the plugins, there are few plugins have been added. This is for Spring to support a Spring Boot application. This is for our dependency management for Spring, and this is for Java, like compiling and generating and packaging and all. So that's the Java. So these are the ID basically. These are the basically plugin ID, right? So there are 3 plugins ID automatically added. If you want to add some more plugins, then you can add as well. This is the group ID, what we had specified while creating the project. This is the snapshot version. It indicates your project in the development phase itself. And here source compatibility I have specified 8. As for your requirement, you can specify. And Gradle projects basically supports Maven, Ivy, JCenter. These are the basically repositories supported by the Maven, Gradle, right? So either you can specify Maven Central repository URL explicitly, or simply you can call the method Maven Central, and that will work. And inside the dependency, you can see a Spring Boot starter wave has been added. Apart from that, for testing purpose, it has added a Spring Boot starter wave, and JUnit 5 has been excluded, right? So when you talk about the vintage, JUnit vintage, that is nothing but the JUnit 5. Yeah. So that's all I have in this video tutorial, guys. In next video, I'll show you how you can create a Spring Boot application using STS. Yeah. So that's all I have in this video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and see you there in the next video tutorial.